Hello everybody out there and welcome to this video. Thank you so much for clicking on it and deciding to spend a little bit of time with me. Today we are cracking open my summer bucket list because the first thing that I knew I wanted to have on my summer bucket list was to make a sourdough starter. And we are now almost 2 weeks into the summer holiday and I have not yet started it, and it needs some time to ferment, I think, to do what it needs to do. So today we're just getting started. I have my little jar here and I have some boiling water I'll just need to put in it. I'll be right back. While we're just letting that sit for a little bit, I am a beginner at this. I have never tried it before. I am not even that good at baking normal bread. I mean, I don't know. I'm fine, I guess. This is something I've wanted to do because it just seems so cool to have this little starter, and then you can use that to make your own bread and all these different types of stuff. Okay, I hope you can hear me because my microphone is currently in my hair. But we have our jar here, and one thing that I need to remember to do is weigh how much the jar is before, because every day you need to take out, so there is only 100 grams of the sourdough left. So I'm going to, okay, 305 grams. So now I guess we just measure 100 grams of flour. Okay, exactly 100 grams. So now we just need to mix this around. Do you want, I can do like an ASMR. Okay, it's really thick. Actually, it's way thicker than I thought it would be. Okay, now it is all mixed. I don't know if you can see how thick it kind of is. It's all mixed, and now I just need to scrape down the sides and clean it, and then put a lid on, and then we wait, I guess. This is the setup, by the way. I hope the sound is not too annoying, but... Okay, I scraped down the sides and now it is just time to wipe it clean. Okay, so now I got it wiped down and it's all clean. Now I'm gonna put the lid on it. And now I'm just gonna find a rubber band to put on it. Perfect, and then I'm just gonna write the date on this. Okay, so now I just wrote the date on here, and I'm just going to go place this in my room, I think, because it needs to be somewhere that's not like too cold and not too hot. Then I will also remember it. So yeah, and then I will see you the next time I check in on this, which is tomorrow, I think. It has now been 48 hours since we started the sourdough, and here we have it. I don't know if you can see it. It has kind of created like a layer of water here, which I thought that meant it was ruined, but luckily I found out you can just pour that water out and then mix the rest in. So now what I need to do is weigh it and then make sure there is 100 grams of starter left, and then I'm going to add 100 grams of flour and 100 grams of room temperature water, and then we just wait another 24 hours. Hello again, it is now day 6 of my sourdough and I have been feeding it for the last week. And today I just woke up and I thought I would do a little test on it, and I did that. And basically the sourdough is dead, but I read online that you can hopefully save it. So I'm going to try to do that by feeding it and then feeding it again within the next 4 to 8 hours. And then you just have to repeat that a couple of times, and then hopefully it will revive a little bit, because it does kind of have some bubbles in the top, but yeah, it doesn't float in water, so that's a little update. I'm also just going to try now to just like put the lid on top and not twist it on, because I also read that it needs air or something. So maybe that has also been slowing the process. But hopefully this will revive it a little bit and I can soon begin to bake with it. Okay, hi guys! I think we actually might have saved it. I think I might have revived it because, as you can see, I'm just gonna show you here. I fed it yesterday, and actually I usually feed it in the morning, but I didn't have time in the morning yesterday, so I fed it first in the evening, and it looks pretty good, I would say. It looks like it has risen because it was here and now it's all the way up here. So I don't know if I should go back to feeding it with 100 grams of flour. I've only been feeding it with 50 grams and then 50 grams of water, or if I should just continue doing. I am not a sourdough expert. I just watched again the video that I have been following, and hers obviously doesn't die because she's good at it. She does it with 100 grams. So I think maybe I should try and do that now that it has risen. But I also kind of want to maybe wait for that till tomorrow. Then I will just see if it's just this one time or if it's actually because it is alive again. But it looks really good. As you can see, there is a lot of bubbles. I think I'm just going to feed it with 50 grams of water and 50 grams of flour, half normal flour, wheat flour, and half like whole grain, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to do that now, and if you don't see me again tomorrow, that's because it is going good, and then hopefully the next time we see each other, I will be ready to bake with this cutie. I'm kind of afraid, this jar is really disgusting, but I'm kind of afraid to transfer it into another jar, so I don't know if you can do that. I think I'm gonna keep it in this jar because I don't want to take that risk. So I'm gonna feed it now, and then I will see you again. Hopefully not tomorrow. I was just about to feed my starter actually just now, but then I remembered I want to do the test. So I'm just going to put some water in this. Then you just take a bit of the sourdough, plop it in there, and then hopefully it should float. Okay, so that's kind of weird. I don't know. The last time I did this, I just dropped some sourdough. Oops. I also just waited a bit because it might fall down. Right now it's floating. I don't know if it's just because I was so gentle with it. But also I don't know if maybe it's because it's a bigger piece, so there can be like more air in it, and maybe the small ones actually aren't that. Oh! It's floating! Okay, I'm so happy about this. Hopefully that doesn't mean that the last time when I did this test I did it wrong, because I just did it with like a small piece. Honestly, I thought about throwing it out the other day, but I didn't. I just needed to have faith in her. So this is so exciting, guys. I am so ready to be baking with this. Yeah, so this is your sign to also start your sourdough journey, because if I can do it even with killing my dough and then reviving it, bringing it back from the dead, you can too, and then you can bake sourdough. Well, I don't know if I can bake the sourdough yet. Sometimes people fail at that part too, but I'm definitely excited for that, trying to do that. I will see you guys. Okay, hi guys, I just wanted to give you a little update. I'm just in my room because the kitchen is kind of a mess, but I was just editing the video and I thought it was kind of a weird ending because my sourdough, it's going very well. As you can see, I did transfer it into another jar. I also just wanted to say that I am not going to be making a sourdough loaf in this video, as you can probably also see from the title and the length of it. Because I have a lot going on this week, and there has happened a lot, so I haven't really had time to film anything, so I just wanted to post this. But the sourdough is doing really great. If you want to, you can comment down below what you think I should make. I will probably just start with making a normal loaf, but then maybe something else can come after that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video if it has inspired you maybe to start your own sourdough journey, and hopefully I will see you in my next video, which will hopefully be another sourdough video. Bye!